First off, I don't care what you people say. Never follow rules. I'm a trendsetter anyway. Okay, I march to the beat of my own drum. They say I need rules in my life. Well, I got some. That's one. Kill the competition. Two. Be a loyal dog. Three. And if they snitching on your man, send them to the mall. Four. When you party, go hard till you hit the floor. Five. If you didn't see me do it, what the hell you asking for? Welcome to my world. SINA.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Big Llama Show. I'm the Big Llama. Welcome to the Sunday night live stream. We come to you live every Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Facebooks, on YouTube, and on Twitch at blackout_AD. Tonight is a special night. We got a special guest. The voice behind the theme song for the Big Llama Show, SINA, is in the building. And of course, we've got our co-host extraordinaire, Blackout AD, waiting in the wings, ready to roast me on my Superman takes. So we're going to talk about the Superman trailer, but let's not waste any time. Let's bring on these two outstanding gentlemen. Welcome to the show, gentlemen. How are you guys this fine evening?
What's good? What's good?
I'm good. I'm great, man. I'm great. Holiday season, best time of the year, right?
It is. It is. So I will, again, for those of you who are new to the Big Llama Show or are not familiar or are recently subscribed, this gentleman right here, SINA, is the man with the music. He is the guy you hear at the intro of every single one of the videos I've put out with his single stop, and then he's also the one that you hear at the end when someone is screaming at you to subscribe. It's that 45-second and our intro for the Sunday night live stream. So I'm so grateful that he's on. I think this is your third appearance with us.
It is. It is.
And we're happy to have you. Again, AD and myself are so excited to have you on. And we recently brought back a couple of guys who came on really early in the show, and are coming back. And so we're excited to talk about where you've been, how things have gone, and what's new for you, if there's anything new, right? And then again, just like a thank you to you, obviously, for lending your music to the show, because for me, it's synonymous. I hear your song, I feel like it's me, right? But it's you, right? It's your song, your music. But
it's us.
It's well, yeah. But you given us the permission to use this music, and that's why you're always welcome on the show anytime you want. But thank you so much. I just have to extend that for sure.
No, thank you for having me, and it's a blessing to from literally the first bar that I wrote to now people around the world, hearing your music, and to establishments like yourself that say, hey man, we really like what you're doing. Can you lend us your record to be a part of something that's great? I mean, the Big Llama Show, you and Blackout have created uh a brand that's synonymous, I'm just use your word, with greatness as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Two individuals that, obviously from the first episode, um, air quotes again, started in the basement, and now look at you. You guys are literally worldwide. So I should be thanking you guys, to be honest with you. Like, just to keep it a buck, I should be thanking you for allowing my music to be heard on your platform. Um, you know, I hate to be that guy to be like, hey man, I play my record, but there are some indie artists out there that you guys can get some shots to, get some not shots to, but what's the word I'm looking for? Black, help me out. Like some notoriety
Yeah,
too. You know what I mean?
give 'em
Get
a
some
look.
notoriety too. I love the fact that you kept my record on it as your intro since the beginning of time, but let the young kids eat, man. Let the young kids eat. That's the type of time that I'm on right now. Letting the younger generation, although it has to be selective, right? Those who
It's
actually
gotta be
have something
good.
to say. Yeah. Those, let me not say that. It's not even my platform to make those comments. But yeah, I appreciate it. And I'll forever be indebted to the both of you, honestly. So. But yeah, let the young kids eat, man. Let the young kids eat.
No, again, I just find that the song "Stop" for me I love it. I love that the little trumpets at the beginning and the the way that we sort of set it up. But I
Yeah.
know AD is venturing into doing reactions, so he might need a theme song. I don't know. AD and I.
We'll
What's
figure it
funny
out.
is AD and I are polar opposites of a lot of things. And I don't know
Okay.
if I mean if you watch the dynamics of it, is like
Right.
it's almost like, and don't take this the wrong way, AD.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes I feel like AD doesn't like me sometimes, but not in that way. But it's more like look at what this fucking guy just said. Like, and then he comes back and we go back and forth. But I think that's the fun dynamic of this, is that
Right.
we are the yin and the yang. I'm the old, he's the young.
Right.
I've got a lot of old school takes on things. He's got a lot of newer ideas. But
Right.
together we come and we make this magic, which is we have a great chemistry, a great dynamic. But I think we each respect each other enough to know that like give each other the space and give each other the right feedback. And so, but I say that lovingly, that I think sometimes
Right.
AD hears something I say and he's like, look at this fucking guy, this old guy.
No, dude.
Fuck up.
I was like
Hey,
that
listen,
yesterday, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I pay attention to the show, even though it may not seem like I don't. But that's why I say let the younger generation eat. I know
Yeah.
Black's got some, he's got some people out there that he wants to put on, right?
Yeah,
So,
slowly but
pay
surely, we're gonna get
so
everybody on.
yeah. So let the young kids eat. But no, I feel like it's the perfect combo. But that's the bias in me talking. So, but I think you guys are doing a good job.
So AD, you were saying something about yesterday's
Oh yeah, so obviously Superman came out, and I told you do a reaction because you had some spicy takes between us. But what annoyed me so much yesterday watching the
Uh-oh.
video, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little inebriated.
Okay.
So it might have been a little bit more passionate than it needed to be. But I was just like, Llama, if you got a take that's opposite from everybody's how you say, like the whole
The consensus.
yeah. Your take was opposite. So I wanted you to stand on it. Yeah. I wanted you to stand on
it. Was
it.
long. It was
Yeah.
a long,
Wait,
it was a long
okay,
post.
okay, hold on. Okay.
All right.
So
I'll
let me ask the question. Is there an agenda to this meeting, or is this just like open?
No, it's
Wait,
kind of
what?
yeah. I think we kind of have
I
like
mean,
open
I'm talking about
communication.
for today specifically. Like, is there an agenda, or are we just three guys
Oh,
hanging
no.
out talking?
We're just talking. Yeah.
Okay, so
Wherever the conversation goes.
then with that being said, though, Black, I need to know the backstory.
All right. So there's a new Superman trailer that just came out.
Right.
And it kind of had a lot of reactors, kind of emotional. I mean, I thought it was a
Okay.
good trailer.
Okay.
Llama came with a different take. And he expressed it to me through text. And I was like, yo, you should drop a reaction. Because in my head, I'm like, well, his take is opposite from kind of everybody's. So express it. He's like, yeah, I recorded something. I'm putting it out. He finally puts it out. Also, I want to say the thumbnail is really good. I think the thumbnail is really good. But as soon as he starts, the first 2 minutes, he says twice, Superman trailer dropped. I'm gonna react to it. He says it twice. I'm like, all right, you wasted time there. And then and then he hits us with the most Llama thing, and he wants to make sure nobody dislikes him. Like, hey, I know my thoughts are different from all the reactors, but
yeah,
and I said,
yeah.
no, Llama, stand on that shit.
Yeah.
Talk your shit.
Yeah. If I had to give constructive, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
Go ahead. Go
that's
ahead,
it.
Black.
That was my thing.
If I do have to, I've been in this game since 2008, and one of my first interviews it was a radio station in New York online. I'm not going to say the name, but there was three of them, and two of them was kind of like a puff piece, like, hey, how'd you get into the game, yada yada yada. And then one of them just came from my neck and was just like, what makes your story so different than anybody else's? I was like, because it's my story, and well, you know, okay, you're from South Jamaica, Queens, you're from the hood. Everybody's from the hood that comes into the rack. And it was just slam after slam after slam. And in that moment, I learned quickly. Now, mind you, I didn't have a coach. You know, obviously throughout the years, I got a coach, but at the time I didn't have a coach. I was fresh in my first interview. Um, I don't even think I had a I don't even think I had a manager at the time. I had a road manager, but I didn't have a manager. Um, and I snapped. I was like, you don't know, I don't know what the language thing is. I'm sorry, I know this is
You
my
say
third
whatever
time,
you
but
want.
You go. No, you go
um
ahead.
I got you. But I just spazzed. Let's just put it like that. I spazzed. And then I hung up. I got off the phone call, and then the one of the interviewers called me back, and he was like, "Listen, you know, she does that to all the guests." But I say all that to say this because I don't want to get long-winded. Llama, people like the realness, especially when it goes against the grain, right? Especially when you stand on it. So I'm gonna get controversial, right? I'm gonna be Cat Williams today. I watched a video, maybe you guys have seen it, where a kid accidentally stepped on a cat's tail. Did you guys see that video?
No.
And as he
Mm-mm.
stepped, he was coming out of the kitchen. He steps on the cat's tail by an accident. Then the second cat comes and attacks the kid, right? Kid screaming, yada yada yada. There's a golden retriever on the rocking chair, jumps off the chair, goes after the cat. And the comments in the section was I didn't understand it. I think we're all animal lovers on right here, right now, I believe. I don't know, Black, I don't know if you have a animal or not, but I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
you've had some in the past. But the comments that I was hearing in regards to a child, anybody who knows me knows that I like the buck stops at children with me. You know what I mean? Good, bad, indifferent. Obviously, every child needs their ass whooped every now and then, but you know, they're children. And the comments that I was hearing, like legit people saying, keep the cat, get rid of the kid. You know, and I so I commented and I said, you know, we live in a world where people advocate for a cat over a child, and then people tried to come for me. Um, and so then I what and Mama knows about me, Black a little bit maybe. I double down. I'm a quick double downer. So like if you don't like it, I'm gonna go twice as hard. And so I responded with, I wish one of my pits were there. You know what I'm saying? Because if one of my dogs was there, no more cat. You know what I'm saying? And of course, so then that made everybody go irate. But then you had people coming to my defense that were like, "Hey, no, he's right." Like it just boggled my mind. If it was a grown adult, 100%. I step on my dogs on the regular, like on the regular. And I know you do, Kenny, and I know Black if you do. My dogs are always in the weirdest places. I'll get up from the couch and they'll be right there by my feet. I'm like, what? How did you even get there? Like, what do you like? Because you know my dogs are heavy. You know they're pit bulls, so it's like, like I didn't even hear you come and lay down. You know, I mean, on a daily you hear, you know, like, oh, damn it, Sky. All right, my bad. You know what I mean, or whatever. So accidents happen is the point that I'm getting at. Like if the kid got to run and start and punt at the cat, oh, well, that's a whole nother ball game. Clearly, like I mean, if you watch the video. So again, not to get long-winded, the point is, Llama, you're not gonna make people happy. This is my opinion. Fuck you. If you don't like it, move on. You know what I mean? Like if you're too accommodating, you'll actually lose viewers that way. You know what I mean? If you're too, because unfortunately we live in a society where controversy is like it. You know what I mean? The good guy isn't the good guy anymore. The bad guy is the good guy. Does that make sense? So,
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
know, I agree with AD, man. You can't you can't be too accommodating to the viewers. You got to just say sometimes, I don't give a shit. This is my show. If you don't like it, move on. And you'd be surprised as to how the followers will go, you know?
Well, it's more his real opinion. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
Right.
he still said what he said to me in the video. I just don't like the caveat before because it's like, bro,
I was disclaimering it. Yeah, it's
yeah,
a
like for
disclaimer
what?
this,
For
disclaimer that.
what? Like you're not gonna
Yeah.
lose people. If anything,
No.
they're gonna respect what you're saying. And I think I'm more of the same thing, the double down. Like
Right.
I have a lot of opposite opinions, so I voice it a lot easier. I know for him, it's part of his brand where he kind of keeps it like safe. But I
Right.
think in a situation where you do have such strong feelings, especially against the grain, like fucking go with that. That to me makes him or will make him a better broadcaster overall. Now again, I was a little drunk, so when I was watching, I was like, oh, I was disgusted. I was like, Llama, this is not. You shouldn't even put the video out. That's how I was feeling. I was like, you did the opposite
was like
of what I needed you to do there, kid.
It's the complete
within
opposite.
2 minutes. Within 2 minutes of the video dropping, I get this long to bloop. I was like,
and I was only 2 minutes
fuck.
in.
For
I was
real.
like, yo, I said, no. Now the rest of it was good.
What was that movie where it was like either a movie or a saying where it says the drunk mind speaks a sober tongue? You ever heard that?
Yeah, I heard the same.
No,
I don't know.
yeah.
So, you know,
I mean,
it's okay.
So
I also feel like
okay,
I'm honest just in general, especially with
Right.
him. Like I'm
Yes.
very much, if I don't like something
See-
he's doing or I critique it, which I feel
Right.
he's the same with me, but a little less. You know, he's more like, hey, don't want to offend you. Just say it, dude.
Yeah, just
You're
say
not
it, man.
offended.
Just say it. People
Well,
will love you for it.
So can I
Yeah, go
between
ahead.
you two
rebuttal,
fuckers
please,
can I
rebuttal,
defend
rebuttal.
can I defend
Absolutely.
myself?
Of course you can. Of course
Can
you
I
can.
show
can I
his
stand
name.
10 toes down? Right.
First of all,
fucking say something.
let's not say defend because I'm Switzerland.
Yeah, he's a
between the
neutral
two of you.
party. You know?
Yeah, I'm a neutral party.
No,
I'm
no,
Switzerland.
you joined Blackout AD. You've got some family. You've got some
Family
family ties. I hear it.
Just words of encouragement. Just words of encouragement. Go ahead. Go ahead,
No.
Llama.
So, I points and are noted and taken. My whole point is that I'm starting to be a little bit more friendly with some of the bigger reactors. And they were very, very like emotional about this thing. And I didn't want to seem like an asshole and be like, your emotional response was shitty. I didn't want to say that, and I wasn't thinking that, but I was like, I'm feeling as I was saying, or as I was thinking my thoughts, I was like, all right, I don't want to come across as like I think you guys are wrong. I just wanted to be like, I just didn't have the same opinion as you, and here's my opinion. That's kind of why I said that, but I get it. It was a little bitchish. It was a little.
No,
Wait, are you guys syndicated? I'm sorry. Are you syndicated?
No.
What do you mean? Like are we?
Are you syndicated?
Well, I mean, we were. No, I don't think so. No, I mean,
Okay.
we're on podcasts. We share. I share it everywhere, and
So these people have more political capital than the other reactors.
yeah, no, they do. Yeah,
But-
they've got.
Okay.
You know,
He's
Okay,
not
so-
going against them though. He's just saying
No.
his opinion, and he feels like it's like going against the grain of what they're saying. But it's like that's your actual opinion. That's how you feel. You didn't
Right.
get emotional. You didn't. A lot of people
Okay.
teared up. He
Right.
did not, and that's okay.
I can understand. I've been blocked before in the industry. I've been blocked before by somebody more powerful. And it took a while to get around that. And the only way you can get around getting blocked is getting somebody more powerful than the person that blocked you. And luckily I was able to do that, and that's how I actually ended up touring globally. Because for a long time I was trying to go global and I wasn't able to because I was blocked. So I understand Llama's standpoint. If I'm hitting the nail on the head, if not, correct me, please. But I understand, if they have more political capital and they can stop your brand from growing and being syndicated, I kind of get it, but you just got to find somebody more powerful than them. You know what I mean? Because people like people who tell the truth. I get it. Like it's a cult. Like I don't want to say cult. Let me recant that. It's a club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a club. And if you don't play nice, then you could be
Right.
blocked.
Right.
And it's like, and when you get to, you'll know it. Like when you get to that level to where you're dealing with the movers and shakers, it's not even a matter of them hinting to it. Like I've been in rooms with people that straight up told me like, yo, listen, if you do this, I will block your career. You know what I mean? Like once you guys get to that point and you're there pretty much, you'll know it. Like you'll you'll be talking to some of these reactors and they'll be like, yeah, you know, I can help you with this, but if you go against this, then I won't help you. You know what I mean? Because they have, because it goes here. You guys are going to remain humble. Like, that's just who you are. Like, you're going to remain
Yeah.
humble, but you guys are going to understand. And you know this already. I'm not sitting here trying to, you know, preach. But I'm just merely saying I think I understand where Llama's coming from, where you're going to run into people, powerful people, in the reactor, in the YouTube world, I should say, not in the reaction world, but in the YouTube world, that will straight up tell you, yeah, this little project, because that's what they'll call you, they'll diminish it. This little project that you got going on, you know what I mean? That I'll shut it down immediately. So I get where you're coming from, and from that standpoint, Llama. But you
He
can't
also
lose
didn't
yourself
say,
too.
he didn't say, yo, these guys fuck your
Right,
opinion. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like,
right,
that's way
right,
different.
right. Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
not what he
This.
was saying. He was just, his opinion was different, and I think his opinion was valuable
Right,
in the form he told me when we had the conversation,
right,
as opposed to him trying to be pussyfooting around like, hey, I don't want
right.
to
Yeah.
go against
See,
your
to
favorite
me, Llama, it
guys.
kind of sounds like Black is having your back, to be honest with you. Like
He
he's trying
does.
to,
He does.
Yeah.
yeah,
I know he does. I know he does.
yeah.
And I didn't take it. I
I
did
just
not
want to
take
see
it
it.
any.
No, I know when Llama's offended by what I say because he just thumbs ups it and then he'll give me a short answer. But if he feels it, he gives me a long answer. I know already.
Well,
I'm like, oh, that
you
one
know
hurt
what?
him.
You know. Okay. So, Sita, you know, like when your wife is right and she's like fucking nagging you in the ear, and you're just fucking like, all right. I get it. Like, fucking shut the fuck up. Essentially, the thumbs up is, I get it. You're
I'm a
right.
show
I'm
wife.
wrong.
Yeah,
You're my
right.
show wife. He was right. I was wrong. Not wrong, but I was like, he made fucking total sense. Like,
Right,
when I do that, it's more like I got nothing else to say. Like, I'm not going to
right,
defend it
right.
because you're right,
You're right.
and
Yeah,
that's my way of saying thank you. Like, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I
I
move
got
on.
it. I
So
got it.
see, and we've been working so long together that we know each other's quirks.
Right.
But yeah, there's only one dude I have beef with that I fucking hate, and he's a dick rider. But
But that's when
his
you
name is
should say it.
Soups. That Soups.
You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
like him. And then there's the
That's
Jake Pauls.
fire.
The
Yo,
Pauls.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't understand that. That's just,
I don't like Jake Paul
they're
or
not even in your
Logan Paul.
lane, dude.
They're not in my
But
lane.
the
I don't
other
like
guy,
either one of them.
we could say fuck him all the time. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
we
Soups.
wait a
I
could
minute.
say
hate
him.
that fucking guy.
Okay? So before we're shouting out "fuck yous," is their fan base larger than yours?
Oh, for sure.
Way larger. All of them are
Okay,
way
all right.
larger.
'Cause if it's
Way
not,
fucking
then, I was
larger.
gonna say, because if it's not, then I was like, you
No,
guys are
we're not
wasting your
bullying.
time.
No.
Yeah, you guys are
We're
No,
wasting
not
your
gonna
time.
bully.
Soups is a corporate stooge, dude. This guy's fucking got millions of followers, but he's over there dick sucking James Gunn
This is
in the
what
fucking theater.
I'm talking about. Llama. This is what I'm talking
I'm just
about.
saying, I hate that guy. I fucking hate that guy.
So, super.
Clip it. If you're watching
didn't.
Soups, clip this shit. There you go. How's that?
I never got into DC. Unfortunately, I'm never. So I didn't see the Superman trailer. Um, I'll take a look. Not that you guys are, inquiring me to look at it, but I'll take a look. But Superman has just been like anything DC, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Batman is not really. I've never really cared. I've always been a Marvel guy through and through. Always since a
Yeah.
kid. My favorite Marvel character is Gambit. Has always been Gambit, and the reason why it's Gambit is because when I was younger, obviously my aunts and uncles and my sister, as a matter of fact, taught me how to play spades and taught me how to play goldfish and taught me how to play war, and I declare war. So like Gambit has always been my guy. That was his, I mean, you guys already know this.
Yeah.
So he's my favorite Marvel character. So DC is like, and I feel like just at every turn, DC just makes it worse. Like when they did the fucking what's the name over again? The Rob Schneider when he did what are those guys called? DC's guys, Batman,
Oh, Justice
Superman,
League.
Justice League.
Oh
Like
yeah.
when Rob Snyder did it again, it was just worse. You know what I mean? It was just a little bit more bloodier with darker. Like you could barely see it. Like I had to watch it with the blinds closed just to see it. Like it just gets progressively worse. So I'm not a DC fan. I've never been a DC fan. I can't even think of a DC character that I like, if I'm being honest with you. Um I'm just being honest, man. Like I don't know. Like if I was forced to say that, you know, a DC superhero, maybe the Flash. I don't know. I don't know. I just they're all dumb to me. It's just,
Yeah.
They're all
I'm not
fucking
trying to
dumb.
offend you guys. I don't know if you guys are DC guys or
No, no,
Marvel
no,
guys,
no,
but yeah,
no.
I will watch the Superman trailer. It'll probably be the day before the movie actually comes out. Um, but yeah, but Marvel, I'm all in. I love Deadpool. I've seen it 3 times already. Obviously I have Disney, or not obviously, but I have Disney Plus. I've seen it 3 times. I'll probably watch it tomorrow. Like I was telling Lom, I'm on vacation now, so I don't go back until the first of the year. So I'll probably watch that, go to the gym, and then watch some more Marvel. The end.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, I was the trailer itself. My biggest beef is that there's instead of introducing because they're rebooting it. You know, obviously there's like 16 different Superman now, and they're rebooting it, and they introduced not only him but like 16 other characters. There's like a whole mess of characters that come with this movie, and I'm like, you're gonna fuck it up. You're gonna fuck it up because I want just let me focus on this one Superman. Let me get to know this guy before you introduce this other weird Green Lantern with like half hair and this other guy who
And it's
is the
not
black guy
Henry
wearing a
anymore,
suit.
right?
Nah.
Henry's not.
No,
Right, okay. Because he went. I saw
no,
obviously he was in Deadpool, so he went to Marvel.
yeah. So
Hopefully.
they got a brand new one, a brand new Superman. They got a brand new Lois Lane. All like they rebooted the entire thing. So I'm like, just let me learn who these people are. But no, there's like a Hawk lady. There's a Green Lantern type guy with a bad haircut. There's a random black guy with some force shield powers. You know, there's like this fucking dragon in the middle of the city. I'm like, there's no fucking dragons that I've ever seen in any Superman movie, but there's a dragon in this one. But as I'm saying, like all this
Who's
shit is
directed
in
it?
This, and I'm like,
James Gunn.
James Gunn,
No,
which
right,
I
you said
love. I love and I trust. I trust James Gunn, but I'm like, God,
All right,
there's
now
a lot.
this
There's
is
a lot.
the other side of the video.
Okay, this is
Listening to your actual takes, I was like, I think you're looking at it wrong. I don't think they're introducing all these characters as like, hey, these are characters we're playing with. It's more like it's not an origin story. So I think it's coming in where it's like there's already superheroes kind of lived in this world, and how does Superman kind of acclimate to that, as opposed to like every other Superman where it's like the origin of Superman and there's no other superheroes or metahumans around. I kind of look at all those characters as that, but also James Gunn's kind of done well with multiple characters in every movie, not just one. It's like all the Guardians of the Galaxy, Peacemaker, like he's done well with multiple kind of characters that are like, you know, he uses them well either in comedic relief or like story driven. So I feel like in that point, kind of got to wait to see. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
See, but that's the biggest problem that I have with fucking DC. I mean, when you talk about origin stories, think about it. Like every single Marvel character, we kind of know their backstory for the most part. I mean, think about it. Fucking Iron Man had Tony Stark has gotten out of the cave, went through what 3 or 4 different Iron Mans, and then died. And DC still weren't rebooting fucking Superman. Like we learned Black Widow, we learned Doctor Strange, we learned all of, I mean, you name Spider-Man, like we
Yeah.
know their whole origin. I mean, granted, you know, we read the comic books coming up, so we already know the backstory. But my point is that like the Avengers are gone. You know what I mean? Like they're legit gone. Captain America is gone. Tony Stark's is gone. Hell, he's coming back as fucking Doctor Doom. You know what I mean? Like you know, and DC is still doing a Wonder Woman, doing a, you know what I mean? And then now correct me if I'm wrong, because you guys will know better than this, because obviously you're more DC than I was told that Gal Gadot for her first Wonder Woman got $1.2 million. Is that true?
I don't know the numbers,
I
to be honest.
she
but
got a big paycheck.
yeah, I would imagine so.
I was
to be
told,
honest.
well, 1.2 is not a big paycheck. Not when
No,
Tony Stark's
but
is making good. I was told
no,
that
I think
got
I think she got
1.2.
a lot of money to appear, and then she got like a film deal after that.
Yeah.
Like after she made her first appearance.
Okay.
She was a part.
Yeah,
She was a heavy
because
price
she
tag.
appeared in what was it, Batman versus Superman first.
Right.
Yep.
So that's probably
Right.
where the one, because she was only in a couple scenes there. But
'Cause the
then she
biggest-
got
Good,
then she
good,
got I
good.
think 2 movies or whatever after that.
the biggest thing that I hear about DC is they don't like to pay their actors, which is why Henry left, which is why Ryan Reynolds left. I mean, is they're never going to catch up to Marvel.
Well, yeah,
And
that's the thing. They're on the back foot. Like, I mean,
right,
when you're saying that we learned all these backstories, Marvel paved the way, and then DC was trying to play catch up or catch up. Catch up. That's crazy.
huh,
But now I think
catch
at
up.
this point, bringing James Gunn in, they're trying to take what James Gunn probably learned from Marvel, and then like,
Right.
all right, build around that, and we'll start maybe placing these pieces. I don't think they're necessarily going to go the origin route anymore, but I do think they're going to try to place pieces of things that might fit together, and then they can, if they
But how
make
does
a
that
universe
work
out of
without
it.
going the origin route? Because like the reason why what makes Marvel and the Russo brothers so good is that the origin stories helps you relate to the, you know what I mean? Like I'm not a crier at all. I'm not just saying that because I'm live on air. I'm not a crier. When Tony Stark's died, I was, dude, you
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying? When
yeah,
Scarlet died, when Black Widow died, I was like, yo, they killed. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
when the snap happened, you know what I mean? And when I started seeing like, I mean, the whole theater when Spider-Man got evaporated, people were crying. Like you created that bond with them. You know what I'm saying? There's no bond there with Batman. There's no bond there with Superman. There's no bond there with Wonder Woman.
To
Like
be
there's
fair,
no
we
God.
talk about it a lot because obviously we talk about this every week, but
Right.
Marvel's kind of dealing with that same problem now, where it's like you're not going to recreate what you did with the original 10 years of the Avengers again. You know what I mean? Unless you wait 10 years down the line and you can build these characters again. But that level of like end game where people were caring about it, it hasn't been the same since. They haven't created, I mean, you got to think like even Deadpool and Wolverine like was hot for a
Right.
couple months, and I don't hear anybody talking about it like end game people were talking about it for literally
Well,
year two after.
it's already started though. Look at She-Hulk. People have already connected to her. I connected with She-Hulk. Look at
Moon
Moon
Knight.
Knight.
Yep.
Oh,
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
No, I think they
Like
have good properties,
that.
but I don't think it's the
No, but what I'm
same.
saying is that no, I get where you're coming from, but what I'm saying is that the connection is already starting to form. So like look at Venom. He's three deep, he's three movies deep, and you've already connected with him. Like they've already started, and before you know it, we're going to have another Avengers within like the next 3 to 4 years. I guarantee you there's
Yeah,
going to be
no,
another one.
100%.
You know what I mean? Tony Stark's Penny, she's the female not female Iron Man, but I forget what her character's called, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's there, brother. Then you add Deadpool, then you add Wolverine, then you add Wolverine's daughter. People were crying in the joint when his daughter showed up because remember he died.
Yeah,
So in the parallel universe, when Deadpool bought the Wolverine and then his daughter, remember his daughter, you saw the new Deadpool, obviously, right?
yeah,
When his daughter, first appeared, even Nicole's not a big Marvel person. She said, first of all, oh my God, his daughter's the first time he's seen it. That connection's already there. And we're getting another reboot of Superman. You,
yeah,
you, 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 know, you know where I'm
yeah,
coming
yeah.
from? Like, that's just so I understand where yeah, it'll be a while before we connect like an end game. Don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to make you aware of it's already in motion. Because if they do an Avengers tomorrow, let's just say this for the sake of argument, right? And you got Moon Knight, you got She-Hulk, you got the Hulk, because obviously he's still there, you got Deadpool, you got Wolverine, and then let's say that Wolverine is taking on 5 or 6 guys at the same time, 5 or 6, 7 bad guys. And just like when Thor entered, when he showed up at Wakanda, what if Wolverine's daughter just jumps out of no, the theater's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, this
Oh,
nigga's
yeah.
daughter just showed up. Like, and she's fucking shit up. Now, father and daughter, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Now we got to be fair though. DC,
yeah.
me and Llama just finished watching the Penguin, the
Hey,
Batman series.
I heard that was dope.
No,
I heard that the series.
phenomenal,
I heard
phenomenal.
Colin Farrell is killing it. I did
No,
hear that.
the show. I mean, truthfully, it's a mob show. You know what I mean? It
Is
just
it?
happens to be the Penguin. It happens to be in the Batman universe, but it's not like you wouldn't. It's not saturated with Batman shit. It's a really good
I got
show.
you.
But if they're taking it in that kind of direction, which they're trying to talk about Robert Pattinson's Batman being like this Superman's Batman, it could be really good, especially if they're
Right.
going in this direction. Like it was like phenomenal TV, not just superhero like genre, just TV
Yeah.
in general, you know.
Right.
So
But
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that-
There might be hope
but
for them.
Penguin's not a good guy though.
No,
You always want to see the
No.
good guys win. So now, if you do a movie that has Penguin, now does Penguin turn good?
no. See, that's
No.
you got to watch the show because
Yeah,
they
that's
play
what-
they
yeah.
play with it in that where it's like you want to
Yeah.
care about them, but then it's like at the end of the
This
day,
guy's an
this
asshole.
guy's a bad guy. This guy's he is who we told you he is.
Fucking just turn around. They fucking stab you right in the fucking back.
Yeah.
Like they literally. They're like fuck your feelings. We're about to let you know who
Yep.
this guy really is. I'm telling you, you got. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you would enjoy the show like tremendously because there's just such a great dynamic between him.
You seen Sopranos?
Yeah,
Who, me?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I own it. I have the old DVDs.
it's kind of like
it-
that
it's The
vibe.
Sopranos.
You know what I'm
like
saying?
Jay
It's,
Gandolfini.
it's
Yeah.
fucking good.
Yeah, it's that good. But what I'm saying is like you trust me when I tell you, man. Like I do not like to tell people to go watch something because
Right.
I'm always afraid like their reaction. Oh, let's see if they really like it. No, this show right here. If you watch Sopranos, if you like that fucking shit, you're gonna love this fucking show. And then like I said,
Yeah.
the ending of it is superb. Like they fucking stick the landing. It's only 8 episodes.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
trust
All right.
me.
Yeah.
But
I-
put that on
honestly, I'm
your
not gonna lie to
vacation
you.
list.
Yeah, I will. I will. Honestly, like I said, people I have been hearing, rumbles like, hey man, and typically I'm the one, 1, 2, 3, Black could appreciate that, 3 strikes out. So by the third time, if I hear somebody saying, hey man, you need by the third time I hear it, I'm like, all right.
Word of mouth, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Word of
I
mouth.
agree. I agree.
We should get you back on to see what like once you watch it. tell us what you really think. Like honestly, because we're curious. We're curious about like when people go watch it to see like what their reaction was, especially after the last.
We're gonna
episode.
clip your passionate rant about how you don't like DC right before, and then be like, "So how do you really? So what do you say?"
That's like, no, we'll do is before
listen,
before he talks about the show.
A broke clock is right twice a day. Man. You know what I mean?
Before you
I'll
talk
watch it,
about
though.
the show, we'll just play the clip. We'll play the clip.
Yeah, I'll play it. It won't change my opinion on DC, but I will, but I give credit where credit is due. I'm like, yo, this is hot,
Yeah.
but it won't, DC unfortunately is DC. It just is what it is. And then I have wars with people, at my job that are DC and Marvel is it's like, all right, it is what it is. Actually, I think my little brother's DC now that I think about it.
Oh.
I think Sorrell is DC.
I mean,
think.
but he's an IT guy, so that's a.
He is an IT guy. He is an IT guy. That's correct. That is correct.
So let me ask you this, because the one person I did want to ask about something sports related was you.
Okay.
The Juan Soto deal.
Oh,
You are I think one of the biggest Mets fans. Yeah, I mean you got him tattooed to your body. I mean
tatted.
So they're paying this guy almost $1 billion.
Mhm.
He is the new Bobby Bonilla Day. Like what's going through your mind?
my God.
It's not quite Bobby Bonilla because Bobby Bonilla's money's deferred and Soto's is up front.
It's up
74 guaranteed. I would feel some type of way if I was the Yankees. And the reason why I say that let me remove the Yankees because we're living rent free in those guys' heads. Just ask Nico and my wife.
I was gonna say your wife's about to run in there and smack the
she's
phone out
sleeping,
of your
luckily.
hand.
You know what? I'll give her credit. She was just like, hey, he's a great ball player because, all of a sudden Soto wasn't worth it. And yeah, it's
Yeah, all of a sudden.
765. Uh-huh.
All of a sudden,
Yeah, all of a
we
sudden he's
didn't
not
care.
worth it, and he's a one-trick pony, and it's like, oh, you guys, gave all this money in 5 years, he's gonna be a DH. Well, no fucking shit, he's gonna be
You know
a
who
DH.
didn't drop a pop up in the outfield? Juan Soto. You know what I'm
Like, let's just be honest. Like, we didn't go get Soto for his defense. We can give a shit about his defense. Ninth inning, we'll go put Bader out there. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. I mean, not Bader because he'll be gone. But to answer your question, is 765 a lot of money? No. And the reason why it's not a lot of money is because when you have an owner that's worth $22 billion, that they said that Steve Cohen could spend $100,000 a day for 100 years and still have $1 billion left before he died. So when you have that type of money, if you think the Soto deal is bad, let me just say this. If you think the Soto deal is bad, let us not get Pete, because I don't think that he's coming back. I think that he overplayed
I hear
his
rumblings
hand.
he might.
I think he overplayed his hand. And I'll get back to that in a second. If you think that that's bad and we don't go get Pete, who's a free agent next year? Black?
I have no clue.
You do. First baseman. Who's the only best first baseman in the league right now?
I'm going to be honest, Freddie Freeman.
Okay, top 5.
I
you're
don't
going to
know.
get it
I
with
really
it.
don't know.
You've been watching baseball.
Actually, I did see it. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero.
I did see it.
So,
Shit. Oh,
he's a free agent next year. So if you think that deal is bad, it's going to be stupid. He's going to be the highest paid first baseman in the league. Period.
And I think the Blue Jays kind of already tainted it, because what I saw was that he came out and said, whatever they offered me initially is not even close to what I'm looking for. So I think that kind of sours that relationship. And I did see that today.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. They should have offered him that. This is where the Blue Jays went wrong. They went all in on Ohtani, right? Obviously, he went to LA. They went all in on Soto. Obviously, he came to us. Then you turn around and make a deal to Vlad.
Yep.
So now you're showing that you were in the upwards, because if don't quote me on this, I don't want to get canceled on this thing. I want to say once it got to the 700 mark, Toronto was out. A lot of teams dropped out once it got to the 700.
Yeah.
So now you were at least in the 6s, and I believe they offered, don't quote me on this, I believe they offered Vlad like 3, I want to say, but that was the rest of his life. It was like a 10-year deal or something like that for like 310, 320, somewhere around there. You can't, you were at 6 with this guy, and bar for bar, his numbers are amazing. Gold Glove, you know what I mean? All-Star. I don't know if he's got a batting title. That's the only thing I don't know. Obviously, he doesn't have a ring, which Soto has a ring. But when you look at his numbers, when you look at his numbers in comparison to Pete, it's not even close. So, let me just, because I digressed. The Soto deal for me is an amazing deal because A, you have a multi-billion-dollar owner who can care less about it. B, in 5 to 8 years, he will be a DH 100%. But that's why we went and got him to begin with. You know what Mickey Brantley told my son? I probably shouldn't even be saying this on air. You know what he told my son? He said, Nico, if you could hit, they will find a place for you. And Black can agree to that.
Yeah.
If you can hit, not being a pitcher, obviously, if you can hit, they will find a spot for you. If you look at our third baseman, Brett Beatty, not Vientos, Brett Beatty. Brett Beatty was horrendous defensively. Horrendous. But the kid could hit.
He could fucking hit.
He could fucking hit.
I seen them play out here. Him and Pete hit a bomb, and I was like, this kid is fucking actually really good. Like, you could just tell.
He's crazy. Look at
also now you got Vientos, who's like,
he's on another level.
Yeah, that kid's good.
He's on another level.
We need pitching, man. What do you think
We
about
do
the
need.
pitching?
Well, here's the thing. From what I read was that um Sasaki, is that his name?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
the
The
okay,
Japanese kid.
the Japanese kid. Now, what they're saying is the Mets said to all the starting pitchers, "Hey, whatever offers you get, bring it back to us. Give us an opportunity to match or beat, but our priority is Sasaki." Now, rumor is that Sasaki wants to go to LA. If he goes to LA, I mean, LA is already dangerous. And this is what I told my son the other day. I was like, you guys, I said, the Yankee fans, you guys, you bought 27 rings. The Yankees haven't realized that they're no longer the hot girl in the classroom. And I
Uh,
don't mean to be sexist for any of the
no.
viewers or anything like that. Um, I told my son, I said, Nico, nobody gives a shit about the Yankees. Guess who the league is gearing up for?
Dodgers.
The Dodgers.
Yeah.
Everybody is stacking their team for the Dodgers. Nobody cares about the Yankees anymore. You guys are things of the past. And now you're fucking spending money like you're just going out and grabbing people. Okay, cool. You got Paul Goldschmidt. Great. The only deal that I'm like, okay, well, Max Fried, the Max Fried deal was that was a big deal. That's a huge deal. Um, uh, who else did they just get? They just Bellinger.
Yeah, but this is
Right.
classic Yankee. That's the thing. They're doing the same moves they always do. It's like whoever's the hottest right now, we can get.
Yep.
But the Dodgers are building. I mean, one, the Japanese market is crazy, and if they do
Crazy.
if they get this fucking Roki kid, like, bro, their
They're-
rotation right now is just 5 aces. Plus, they got the lineup they have. Otani comes back from Tommy. They won the World Series, and this kid didn't even pitch.
Didn't
Like,
even pitch. Didn't even
yeah,
pitch.
it's scary. I mean, I think that's why you see how salty the Yankee fans are losing Soto, because it's like that last year was their only chance to win for a little bit. And Mets team, the thing is, I think we need to keep Pete, because I was telling my boy Bird, I was like, yo, he's kind of like this generation's David Wright, low key. Like the way the fans are like, yo, we need to bring him back no matter what it takes. It's like you kind of need a player like that where it's like the fans kind of rally around. Now, if we can get somebody better, then that's cool too. But I think just for like team morale, it might be nice to keep somebody like that around, because again, it seems if we get a couple pitching pieces, we're gonna be a problem too.
I agree. Here's why I'm not all in on Alonso. Which I like Alonso. Let me just make that perfectly clear. I genuinely do like Alonso. But it's a business. And last year we offered Alonso 5 years, 158 million, and he said no. You went and got Scott Boras, which I'm not going to say anything on air, because when we talk about people being blocked, I got a son coming up. He went and got Scott Boras, and we all know Scott Boras, and Scott Boras has Pete believing that he's worth more than what he actually is. Think about it. With every free agent that's out there in the market right now, there's been some sort of rumor, right? Oh, this person's linked to this team. This team reportedly reached out to this person. Tell me one rumor you've heard about a Pete, other than the fact that he might be coming back to the Mets, and that the Yankees were talking to Scott Boras, but I think that was just a troll because we stole one of their guys. Think about it. You haven't heard a team being linked to Pete Alonso because his price tag is too high. He's 30 years old, and your claim to fame is two home run derbies back to back. You have 0 Gold Gloves. You get what I'm saying? Like, as a first baseman, you have 0 Gold Gloves. That's tough. Outfielders, okay. You know what I mean? Like, you're an outfielder. Like, unless you're diving, they're essentially going to be routine. You track, catch, track, catch. That's an outfielder. Track, catch. Every now and then you'll leave your feet. Okay, amazing, Gold Glove. But as an infielder, not having a Gold Glove, that's a
You
tough
can't
one.
command that salary.
That's
You
fair
can't
point.
command that
Right.
salary without the
And
gold glove.
then when you look at someone like Lindor, who should have 5 Gold Gloves, and for whatever reason the league just has an issue with him, you know. But again, the Soto deal, I love it. The reason why I love it is because yes, in 5 years, he will be a DH, And that's perfect because we don't know who's coming up. We don't think about it. Our DH this past season was JD Martinez, who started off on fire. Don't get me wrong. He had a great first half of the season.
Yeah.
And then somebody poured water on the fire. That's not going to happen with Soto. Knock on wood. You know what I mean? Like he's a hitter. That's if you told like Nico said, I shouldn't even be saying this too. This will get me in trouble. Nico's like, I love to hit that. If I could be a DH, I DH. Llama will tell you, my son loves to hit. He loves to play defense. Don't get me wrong. He loves playing defense. But name a ball player who doesn't want to hit. So now we have our DH locked up for the next decade. So now we can go get any piece that we want.
That's
Any
true.
piece that we want
Yeah.
because we have our DH already locked up. So I like the deal. I love the deal because we have an owner that what was it that what's the name said? He goes, he's no longer, worth 22 billion. He's now worth 21.5, whatever the hell. They're like, oh, he's a bad businessman. He went from 22 billion to 21.375 billion. Steve Cohen isn't losing any sleep. Stearns isn't losing any sleep. Nobody's losing any sleep. They're getting ready to double down and go get Guerrero next year if Pete doesn't come back. So I love the deal. Like they said, like not like they said, but like the report came out, and Yankees literally legit said that they were uncomfortable. It got to the point where they were uncomfortable, you know what I mean, with that number. So what if we had bowed out? Think about that. What if we bowed out and the Yankees spent the what did we give him? 765. So 760 is what they were giving him for what was it? 16 years. We gave him 765 for 15 years. So say we did bow out. Now the Yankees are on the hook for 760 for 16 years. They're dried up. They have no money. The only reason why LA is so successful or LA can keep spending is because Otani deferred. That's the only reason why
Mhm.
LA can spend is because Otani deferred. We didn't defer, or he didn't defer, and we can still go spend. You get what I'm saying? And as a side note, fuck you, LA. And the reason why I say fuck LA, because I didn't have any issues with the Dodgers. I really didn't. The reason why I say fuck you to LA, because if you don't know, anybody else on this call doesn't know, you guys heard of the Steve Cohen tax, right? So when Steve Cohen bought the Mets, the owners got together with MLB and said, hey, this guy's going to go crazy. He's richer than all of us
Oh, that's right.
combined, right? So they developed or they implemented the Steve Cohen tax law or tax rule or whatever. Who was the first fucking team to break that tax rule, to go above the threshold? The
The-
fucking Dodgers. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, Magic Johnson and everybody else, man. And they're only getting stronger. That's what pisses me off even more. They were the first fucking team to go, oh man, well, we're gonna go spend 700 fucking million dollars, and then convince the guy, which is smart on his, because by the time, and for people who don't know how to do the math, Otani is actually making more money than Soto because it's 700 million for what, 10 years. I think they got Otani for 10 to
Yeah.
12 years or whatever. He's
Oh
got
yeah, yeah,
765 for 15. Otani's making more money per year than Soto, dumbasses. So like, I love
Yeah,
the
I
deal,
think
Llama.
people leave out the 15 years because you really only see 10-year contracts, but the 15 years, like, it's like that's kind of like it could not be worth it by the 14th year, But
Well, don't
by
forget
then,
he's got a 3-year opt out, either
yeah.
3 or 5.
But I saw
Whatever.
he gets huge incentives if he stays
Yeah.
in. So
Think about this, right? Think about you signing with a team whose owner is a multi-billionaire, right? So not only are you making $765 million, for anything that you want to do off the field, you have one of the richest guys in the world, by the way, who has all types of connects. So commercials, movies, you see Lindor in those subway commercials. Like it's just a win-win situation
yeah,
for anybody. You know what I mean? That's why
yeah.
I'm like, Pete, like you overplayed. You're in New York. We see you on
Exactly.
those fucking commercials. You know those with Mr. Matt and the subway and all of that goes bye now. You're an idiot. You're gonna get shipped off to like Arizona or Oakland, because Oakland is like calling the banks and getting loans and and everything else. So you're gonna get shipped off to Oakland in a market that's
now
doesn't
Vegas now. Remember next year.
Oh yeah, Vegas.
Next year
Excuse
they'll
me.
be Vegas.
Still not a bigger market than New York. So
No,
good
no.
luck. You know,
Yeah.
but for the record, here on the Big Llama Show, officially, I would love to bring Pete back because Soto's going to need protection. And Pete provides that, in my opinion.
Shit, that's the thing too. Like adding him to the lineup, his production might go up just because of that.
If you put
And him
Soto
and
behind
Lindor.
Pete,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, here's where I'm concerned with where you stick Lindor over Soto. Does Lindor bat first? Because remember, he's a switch hitter. So you could run into problems there. Lefty pitcher, you know what I mean? Like if Soto excuse me, if Lindor's batting lefty, now you got lefty back to back. You follow what I'm saying? If he
Yeah.
declares lefty. So say for instance, you bring, he's batting left, he's already announced that he's batting left. They go to the bullpen because it's the third, he would be the third batter. So now the new pitcher comes in, it's a lefty. So now you got lefty. So now do you put Soto in front of Lindor, which obviously doesn't make sense because Soto's about as fast as me. So,
Yeah.
that's the only issue that I run into. Pete will provide that protection, or Soto will provide that protection for Pete. Because let's just be honest, his
But
numbers
you
went
also
down
got
this past season.
Vientos who
We also got
can
the
help
only
both.
problem that I have with Vientos is that Vientos is swing happy. He loves to chase.
Yeah.
He loves to chase. But as we've seen, when he does turn on it, he turns on it.
Yeah. I mean, he's also very young, so
Yes,
he was a rookie last year. So I feel like that this year coming in, he might try to work on that even more,
Yeah, mature.
I think Tang's an idiot, fuck you, kid. You like the Rockies.
Yeah. What we're gonna say. So you got in the chat, Tang said 15 years, no rings, and that the Mets ain't ready.
15 years, like we're not gonna get a ring, or 15 years
He's saying
he doesn't.
15 years of Soto being signed, we're not getting a ring. But I don't.
Okay, because Soto does have a ring. He's a Yankee fan,
right?
No, he's a he's a Rockies fan.
He's a Rockies fan.
Yeah.
Well, okay, hold on. Before I go any further, is this a good friend to you guys? Is he a fan? Like what?
He's a good guy, but you can say whatever you want. Fuck the Rockies.
Say whatever you want to him. Hit him up, light him up.
No, this is what I'm gonna say to him. Paul Blackburn, is that his name? Paul Blackburn.
No,
the
Dante.
No, he's talking about the Rockies player.
The Rockies player.
Blackburn. It's definitely
I don't even know if he's allowed to even speak to us.
No.
To be honest with you, and this is even before the Soto deal. You know what I mean? I don't even think he's allowed to.
We were in the playoffs last year. I don't know if you remember.
To be honest with you, I didn't even know. I thought the Rockies kind of just stopped coming. Like, didn't they just stop coming? Rockies. I can't even name a single Rocky aside from Blackburn. Let me think. I'm sure if I put my mind to it. Let's just keep going.
I thought the Rockies stopped existing after Larry Walker. I thought the Rockies stopped existing when Larry Walker retired.
How long is it? 2 hours? How long is the show?
Well, it could be as long as you want.
Okay, well,
I'm having a good time.
Check back with me in 5 minutes.
It's usually an hour.
Okay, well, in 55 minutes, let me know. Get back with me and see if I can come up with a Rocky that's relevant right now. I thought you were going to say something crazy, like he's a Braves fan. And it's like, okay, I gotta watch what I say. It's Braves, Rockies. I don't think they have a team. Blackout. I don't think that they. I think they stopped playing.
No, they have a team. They have a nice stadium. Yeah, I was there.
Do they? Okay.
I watched the Mets beat them. I watched that live. I watched Pete Alonso go. Yeah, I seen that live. Okay. I will be there next year when Soto comes.
You're in Colorado.
Yeah, I'm out here.
Okay, all right.
So when Soto comes and they beat him again, I'll be there.
No, I don't. Even
I'm actually going to bring Tang with me.
We should not play Soto when we play the Rockies. As a matter of fact, we should bring up our entire AAA and then see what they got. I think the MLB should allow teams the exemption when they play the Rockies to bring up their AAA teams and see what you got move, because we got the number one shortstop in the league. We got to figure out what we're going to do with him. In AAA, not in the league, in AAA. We have the number one prospect, so I'm scared because obviously he's going to be in the Vlad. Here's what's scary about the Vlad situation. If we try to trade for him, we're going to give up a huge piece because it's Vlad. But Vlad could pull a Soto. He could be a 1-year rental and then go somewhere else. I would like to think that the checkbook won't allow him to do that. That's genuinely. And this might sound cocky. This might sound arrogance now because we're big steppers. I think that's what Vlad is. Think about this. Imagine getting the biggest payday of your life and you get to go get in that lineup with Lindor and Soto, Vientos. Nah, I'm good, Toronto. And you get to come back home?
Yeah.
What the fuck is in Canada? I've been there. Montreal,
Nothing.
but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck is in Canada? Nah. Plus the tariffs are
Drake.
about to get crazy. Yeah, that's another topic. We won't get into that. But yeah. Next one. I don't want to talk about the Rockies. I don't want to talk about that. It's too late. I got some libations in me. I don't. You'll get canceled if I get into the Rockies. Go ahead.
I haven't seen Tang, post anything after you asked him about players.
15 years, no rings.
Else.
That's okay. I'm okay with that. 15 years, no rings. I'm actually not. I'm just being funny.
I'm not,
but,
yeah, we're not okay.
yeah, I'm not being. Yeah, I just don't.
He can't fight
They
either.
can't fight you.
The Canadians, man. Oh my god.
Yeah. Go ahead, Llama. Take it away, brother. I'm sorry. I digress.
No. This is why we like having you on and like having guests on. Is that we never know where the conversations are gonna go.
It's not gonna go to Colorado. I'll tell you that. It's not gonna go to Colorado. It's not, unless Black is involved, it is not going to Colorado. Good.
No. Like I said, this is why we have you on. Is we just wanted. I knew I had to ask you about the Soto deal for sure,
Right?
Because I knew how big of a Mets fan you were. Like I said, it really was.
Though. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm a baseball
No.
fan. Like I like good players going to good places. I didn't hate on Ohtani when Ohtani got his deal. I think he was well-deserved. 50-50 club. Jesus Christ. Like, he doubled down. You know what I mean? So I like Ohtani. I think Ohtani's an amazing player. I like Luis Acuna Jr. Even though I hate the Braves, obviously, and they're in our division, but the kid is just a fly. I mean, really, when you look at the Braves as a whole, they're stacked. You know what I mean? They're stacked. So, I think the only superstar in the league that I really just don't care for is Bryce Harper. Outside of that, you know what I mean? Like, I like to see good players. I like to see good players get their just due. I like to see them win. So, and I'm starting to come around to Bryce Harper, if I'm being honest with you. I just didn't like his Washington National days when he was just an asshole. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even allow Legal to wear his cleats. You know what I mean? I honestly, I'm serious. I wouldn't allow him to wear his cleats. He came out with a pair of cleats. And Nico's like, oh man, I really like those. I said, Bryce Harper, absolutely not. He was like 10 years old. But yeah. So I'm sorry, Llama. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, brother.
No, that's like me and the Jake and Logan Paul. See, I just don't like those guys, and so we share the same hatred.
Yeah.
Before Jake Paul was training and actually learned how to box, when we were doing those celebrity YouTube fights, I was like, I would step in the ring with him, but I wouldn't step into the ring with him now.
Well, he's
if it was but if it was wrestling match,
up.
I would. If it was wrestling, I would go in there with him, but not a boxing match.
If you look at the fight, which I'm very mad that I wasted my time on, it was free, but whatever.
Hold on. AD's over here laughing. I like those laughs. I like those undercover laughs over there.
No, did he?
I would wrestle him. I would wrestle him. MMA wrestle him.
No, did he? I don't know if I would wrestle Jake Paul.
I'm not fighting him. I'll wrestle him now.
Not boxing him. I'm not boxing him with his bullshit rules. You can't punch me in the head more than 3 times. With your weird gloves.
We all know that Tyson would have killed him, and what people don't realize is that, every time Tyson bit his glove, that was because, and genuinely go back and look, every time Tyson bit his glove is when Jake Paul was exposed. When he was exposed and Tyson knew that he not end his career, he could end his life. And it was almost like maybe his coaches or maybe even himself, he internalized, okay, hey, bite your glove to keep from. I mean, it was just as bad as the Mayweather fucking Conor McGregor fight. It was not probably even worse. Um, but yeah, Jake Paul is, you know, okay.
I hate that guy.
Next. Yeah, he's from
Next.
Colorado. Yeah. It's gonna be the theme of the night. Colorado's gonna be the and shout out to you, Black. That's no disrespect, okay? Just
Yeah, I
know.
just live out here, man.
All right, man. You're not even from there, so I mean, it is what it is. Fucking Colorado. I can't believe that. It's like I'm on vacation right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a drink. I'm thinking, okay,
Look at Tank.
somebody's coming. Yeah, somebody's coming at me crazy. Okay, this guy's got to be. His team has to be a legit.
In contention.
I shit you
Above
not.
500 even.
Even there's what 30 teams, 30 teams, right? 30 teams in the
32,
MLB.
I think.
I said, okay, I thought 32 was.
I could be wrong though. Actually, it might
No,
be 30.
whatever. You could have given me 31 tries, and I wouldn't have guessed Colorado. Because the Mets are 30.
Yeah, 30
That's
teams,
one.
30 teams.
You could have given me. Is it 30?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could have given me 29 tries, and I would have never guessed Colorado. I would have named every single. I would have named fucking Oakland. Oakland.
They don't even have a
Arizona.
franchise no more, dude.
Huh?
I said Oakland don't even got a franchise no more.
Yeah. I mean, gee,
Fucking Tang.
Colorado. Yeah, I like him
set him
though.
up.
I don't even know him. I couldn't even pin him, but I like him because to me it shows that he's a comedian. He's a funny guy. That's what it shows to me.
That's the first time he's heard that.
Is it? Because there's no way he was serious. There's no way he could say 15 years no ring. It's impossible for him to say that. Impossible. Anyways.
No.
Okay.
Well, let's do some parting shots. Let's wrap this up.
Okay.
So
I had so much fun, man.
No, this has been a great time for sure.
Yeah.
So let me ask you before we let you go. So obviously you've put the music career on hold a little bit, right? Or are you working on music? What's your current status on as far as music?
Ghostwriting. I've been ghostwriting for a few people.
Okay.
Here and there. Which obviously I'm not gonna get into, but and then placement is what I'm working on right now. Movie placement, show placements. But as far as like touring, I'm 44. I'm ancient now. You know what I mean? I was lucky and fortunate. Well, I may have one more show left in me. A booking agent spoke to my tour manager. Maybe I should. Why not? Vietnam. I might be heading out there in 2025 to do my last one. I wanted my last one to be in London, which it was obviously. To kind of go out that way, be an international artist, and get my residuals every quarter and just relax. But I might do one more as a favor. I did a record with someone out there, and he's asking me to fly out. He's going to be on tour. Shout out to ESE Promotions. So I've been doing a lot of ghostwriting. Not a lot, but a few ghostwriting here and there. A couple mentorships. But as far as like recording, I mean, I'm always recording. I got an in-house studio, so I'm always recording music. But that's it. That's it, man. That's it. Got a kid in college now, so focused on that.
No, that's good. That's good. That's I like I said, I know you. I haven't heard any new music, but
Yeah.
I know that never kind of leaves you. It's probably still there. That you're still jonesing to do a couple things. So you probably still are working on stuff back there.
Well, I suffer from depression, so obviously studio is essential to my mental health. You know what I mean? So that'll never go away. Recording music will never. That's my sanctuary. That's my safe place. You know what I mean? So if that didn't happen, then your Colorado buddy would be in trouble. I'll be spazzing the fuck out on there and saying all types of dumb shit to where you'd be like, get him off, get him off, get him off, get him off. So no, music is therapy. It's therapeutic, obviously, and so no, I'll never stop recording ever.
All right. And AD, anything to ask or anything you want to close with before
No,
we?
man, appreciate you coming back. It was great talking to you again.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. I'll be back.
Now,
I'll be back. I'll watch Penguin. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it during this holiday break. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But I'll watch it and then I will jump back on and give you guys my review.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys
So
do
it's-
reactions? You guys don't do reactions?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We have a reaction to the Penguin, except for episode 8.
No, just
That's my
in
fault.
general. Just in general. Just in
Yeah.
general.
Oh yeah. I mean, I
Okay.
do the reactions, and then AD comes in and out of those reactions when we have time. But we're doing the Vampire Diaries right now, him and I.
No homo.
Like
on season
You
1.
guys say no homo. I hope that.
Yeah. Like Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Nah, Vampire Diaries even worse. Don't.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's great.
AD.
It's great. It's my favorite show. But yeah, it's a great time, man. It's a good bonding.
It's a
experience
great
between us,
show. It's a
Really
great
get
show.
to-
Okay.
We really get
Okay.
to know, you know.
It's a CW show for
Yeah.
teenagers, but we love it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's old school though, right? It's old school.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
older. It's older.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
It's got a rabid fan base. Like, people love that show.
no,
And we've been rewatching it, and the funniest part of the rewatch, or I have never seen it, but AD has a couple times. But the funniest part is AD finds moments where he's like, you would think I'd never seen this before.
Yeah,
Man, like, he
really.
forgets about certain elements of the
high
show,
all
but
the time.
elevated reactions, as we would call them.
Okay.
No, but we have a good time, man. We sort of bounce off of each other, and it's a fun show to do. So we've been doing those types of reactions. So it's been a great time. Been a great time.
sounds good.
So
Sounds good.
no, for sure. But no, listen, I want to, again, as we started the show, thank you, sir. Thank you for giving of your time, obviously, to do the show with us, and then and obviously of your talent. Thank you for letting us use your music on the intros and outros. And
Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking.
no, I mean, I absolutely, like I said, it is now synonymous with this show, with us. When you look us up and you find the first couple of episodes, you will hear your voice intro every single reaction that we do, and it's so much fun to sort of know where that the origins of that came from. So, and it's and like I said, I think I said this to you when we first did, is like, I finally know all of the words to everything that you say in the song. And like I told you, that the funniest part, and I say it every time I edit, Street Ruckus. I finally figured out that you said that in the thing, like a year
you just
into
asked
doing
me?
it. No,
Why you just
I didn't know. I didn't know exactly what you were saying, and then I was like, it got it on like closed caption somehow, and I was like, Street Ruckus? That's what he's saying? I don't know what I was saying when I was singing it before, but it wasn't Street Ruckus. And so
It's good that you just say it in front of me. Be like, wait, hold on. What did you just say?
no. I don't say So you a killer, don't stop.
Oh, I'll tell you a
Stacks
funny
on my
story
bread,
before.
don't well, no, he didn't say stacks on bread. He said stacks on
No,
deck.
the-
Oh shit.
Stacks on deck. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
no.
tell you what. Before, I know you close it out. I'll tell you what real quick. So you know DJ Mustard, right? Everybody knows DJ Mustard. So pretty much,
Oh yeah.
right. So whenever somebody uses a song, he's got a sample Mustard on the beat, right? So I'm in the car one day with Nicole, right? Don't ever tell her this fucking story, okay? She'll fucking kill me. And I forget which record it was, but she goes, "What's it gonna be?" And I was like, I said, "What did you say?" She said, "What?" So I turned the radio down. Like, "What did you say?" She said, "What?" I said, "What did you just say? What you just said right now?" She was like, "What's it gonna be?" I said, "Mustard on the beat, babe. Mustard on the beat." So every
my
time there's a song that goes on that's got a mustard beat, I always say, "What's it gonna be?" Shut the fuck up. Okay. Anyways, thank you for having me on again. I appreciate it, man. Thank you
Yes,
for
sir.
using my
No,
music as
no.
always.
No, like I said, it's an honor, a privilege, and again, you and I will say this, and again, no bullshit and not blowing your head up or anything.
I got you.
It is such a unique thing to have like music that is like specific to the show, that is original, right? Like everybody else uses stock music and stuff that you can find other places, but like this is specific to a recording artist, and I love the fact that it's unique. And so at some point, and I say this to put it out, I always say this, and I'm always thinking it actually, is at some point I want to do a live show.
Okay.
At some point, man, when AD gets back in town,
Okay.
I want to do a live show where we bring you on to do the song to intro the live stream.
I love that.
I want to rent a place or go somewhere where we can like have some people come and do like a live show and have you do the intro like live, and we can broadcast it live. And I think that would be like the ultimate like thank you to you. And then obviously it's like the culmination of like, this is exactly what I'd like to see eventually, right? Like that the show would be this hype, right? We'd have recording artists doing their song, we'd have us coming out live on stage, people in the audience, we'd have interactions. So at some point I want to do that, but I don't know when, but we got to get AD
we'll
down
figure it
here
out.
first. But
Yeah. That
but
sounds
yeah,
great. That sounds amazing. I love
it's
I love performing more than I like recording. Love it. Love it. You won't find you won't find an artist on earth that won't agree with me. That like the energy from the crowd, I love it. So yeah, I'm all in, man. I'm all in.
Yeah, and I promise I will mouth the words that are accurate. So street ruckus.
If you mouth it, you can't go wrong. It's when you project it is and you're like, it's like, hold on, dude. It's time to be Llama. I love you, brother, but I got it. I got it. Let me do my job. Let me do what you brought me here to do.
You don't want 16 people singing a song at the same time as you? You don't like that?
I would love that as long as it's the right words.
The right
words.
words.
I'm all in.
Not the same song if you're saying different words.
Right. Exactly. Oh, anyway. Let's close out the show. What we got coming up this week. Thank you, SINA, for coming to the show. Thank you for being our special guest. You can catch a replay of this. We'll be on Apple Podcasts. We'll be on Spotify, anywhere you find podcasts. We'll also be on the Big Llama Show on YouTube. We'll be on Blackout AD's Twitch channel. Anywhere you find us, on Facebook as well. And coming up this week, we will be doing either a premiere or live stream. I'm still debating which one we'll do. Either on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day of Terrifier 3. The reaction to Terrifier 3. It's already on Patreon, so those of you who want to watch it, they're both the full-length reaction and the edited YouTube reaction is on Patreon. But we will do a live, again, premiere or live stream of the reaction so that you guys can join along and watch along with us. It is a gruesome film and fun for the whole family, a Christmas film for everyone to watch. So, and it's completely inappropriate and crazy, but it'll be fun and it'll be a big departure from the regular shit everybody else is watching. So can't wait to do that. So yeah, make sure, as Katie says, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Make sure you guys let everybody know about the Big Llama Show. I am the Big Llama. He is Blackout AD, and that is SINA, the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you guys for joining us on the Sunday night live stream. We'll see you guys next week, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Big Llama Show. Peace out, everybody.